Hello everyone. Before I head down to an extended trip down to the Gulf Coast with my camper, I want to do a trial run. I had recently rough patched up all those windows that had fallen out. There wasn't any good way to replace those, but I wanted to see how they would hold up in some wind. It is April, so there's always a chance of bad weather, and I rolled the dice and took my chances. Let's see how I did. For this short overnight trip, I had three objectives in mind. I wanted to see how my tow vehicle, a 2019 Ford Transit Connect passenger wagon, rated at 2,000 pounds, would do towing in the hills on the way to Mineral Wells. And two, I wanted to actually camp in my camper. I haven't. I put it up a couple of times, but I never had slept in it. And thirdly, I wanted to see the bluebonnets. If it's April in Texas, the bluebonnets are out, and this year is a fantastic time. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just Google bluebonnet pictures. You'll see. Lake Mineral Wells State Park and Trailway is about a 45-mile trip from downtown Fort Worth. If you've booked online, you can just pull up to the window, and the park ranger will give you your window sticker. If not, you pull over to the right and then go inside. Inside the headquarters, there's lots of information on the park itself and the surrounding areas. If I go camping where there's a lake, I always like to have a water site or water view site. This time I've got lucky because I booked during the week, and I've got this site as number 59. It was the last site on the water on this lake, and I think it's a pretty good one. It does have a southwestern exposure, so in the summertime, this could be pretty hot as there's little shade to cover a camper, tent, or the camping area. One of the things I like about the Go Camper is that it's lightweight. At 840 pounds empty, it's easy enough once I've got it in my campsite just to position the door wherever I'd like. One of the things I really like are these vents down at the bottom, between the deck and along the sides of the bed platforms. They really help bring in cool air off the bottom. And here's one of the windows that I repaired. I had to repair all four. To do it properly, you need to take the whole tent down, and if I'm going to do that, I'm just going to replace the tent. I did duct tape each one of them in on the back and the front. I do have some gray duct tape that I'm going to put over this black, and that should make it look a lot better. It held up under some light rain and the wind, and so I'm pleased until I replace the whole thing. Here's the view from inside the tent once I repositioned the trailer and the door. Not bad. Well, y'all, during the night, as it usually happens in the spring in Texas, a huge supercell came up. Winds were blowing 45, 50, 55 miles an hour. So I backed up my trailer from this spot and I just hooked it up to the car and just pulled it inside of this one. It was empty across the way. It had a little protection, a little shelter from the wind. And I tell you, I slept a lot better. But supercell came and went, but here we are at another little setup. Easy enough, just to pull right across the way. Another little campsite. That morning there were so many birds, it was loud. On the lake, I must have seen 20 to 30 blue heron. They were everywhere, and those things are huge. I just had a really great time here. Okay, well, overall, I think that went pretty well. Just my luck, that little supercell would pop up near me. I was on that very unprotected, very exposed site right on the lake. The winds were gusting up to 45, 50 miles per hour, little light rain. You know, the trailer still felt stable. It was shaking a good bit. I am glad, though, that I did move into that protected side just across the site from mine where I had originally stayed. It was the night and day in difference, and I know I got a lot better sleep. The windows held up. Overall, it went pretty well. Each time I set it up and I tear it down, it takes less and less time. I know with two people, I think I could get it up and down in 5 or 6 minutes. So I think that's pretty good. Hey y'all, I am planning a trip down to the coast. I'm going to stay down there for 2 or 3 days and do some beach detecting and water detecting and just generally enjoy my camper. I do have some other items that I'm about to purchase with it. I'm upgrading my kitchen and I'm upgrading my power supplies. So stay tuned for that. Hey, I really appreciate y'all watching this video today. Please leave any comments you might have down below. Please click like, and if you haven't already, subscribe to Panther City Outdoors.